Hey guys, Ryu here, welcome back, and in this one we're gonna show you how to decal and trim sheet this model. It's a bonus video, so you don't have to watch it, you can skip it if you want to, but I think it's gonna be very beneficial if you really want to push your portfolio to the next level, because we can add some tremendous detail to this with ease, especially that we created so many subdivision surfaces here. So it's going to be really easy to do that. So let me show you. So first of all, what we need to do is install decal machine. If you don't have decal machine, you would need to get the add-on from Blender Market or Gumroad. Links in a PDF file. In fact, we are providing a PDF file with links to all add-ons that we support, because we're using them every day. So let me show you here. I'm going to go to decal machine. I'm going to enable it and save preferences. Okay, and decal machine is enabled by pressing D menu. Now I'm gonna have to go here to my libraries and enable my libraries of decals. So I'm gonna have to link them from a default location to my desktop. Accept and save preferences. Let me see that. That's better, but let me just change some settings here so I can see them better in a smaller window. Let's go for 8 rows and smaller icons, and off we go. Perfect. So all these packs here, except for 2 or 3 created by machine, these are all Blender Bros decals and trim sheets. They're extremely powerful. They also include my decal packs, my personal decal packs. Also, I want to remove these my decals. Hang on, give me a second, because they're going to be confusing me. I don't really need that junk. You can remove or disable libraries that you don't need. And I really don't need these. So let's go to my decals and just remove that. And I will, let me see that. My decals, I can remove that. Example sheets. Examples, I can remove it too. Save preferences. I'm good to go, I think. There you go, that's better. Okay, cool. So before we start, I'm gonna create a new file. So I'm going to go here and I'm gonna save this file as 55 decal. I'm gonna be changing a few things in the model. First of all, I'm gonna be removing these because I don't need them. I'm gonna be adding these with decals, so I can remove these. So select all them, and I'm gonna press M, and I'm gonna press create new folder here called extras, and I'm gonna disable it in viewport and in render. I'm gonna remove these as well. Extras. Cool. I'm gonna probably leave these, that's fine, and the rest I think it's okay. Here I'm going to duplicate this, and I'm gonna move this to extras, and I'm gonna grab that, and I'm going to close this. Alright, so this one is still, I don't know if there's a boolean going on in here or not. Probably not. Yeah, it's solidify only. So what I need to do here is, select all these verts here, and all these verts here as well. Shift select this one and press 1 to merge them. I don't want this here because I'm going to add a decal. Instead of it's going to look better. So that's that. Here in the bottom, that's fine. It's quite a big detail, and that's okay. Cool. Here in the bottom, the same story. I'm going to remove that. So let me just go here, or I can just remove bool. So let me just shift D that and move it to, let me see that. The duplicate one, let's move it to extras. So M extras. And here I'm just gonna simply disable the boolean in viewport and render, and we're gonna enjoy our life. So there you go. And now we can start detailing. So first of all, we need some details here. So let's go to the top view and let's select this one, press D, and let's find some small details that are gonna be, kind of corresponding to these latches. Something like that would do. Okay, that was a power save in action. You see we're back here to before slapping this decal, so let's go again. And let's drop this decal here. So it was, which one? It was somewhere here, wasn't it? Yeah, it was this one, right? Cool. G, and drop it in here. Let's just rotate it very quickly. Scale it down and move it in here. And D, and project it. I'm guessing my hard ups is not enabled, so let's enable it. Oh, it's enabled. Perfect. Select this one, shift select this one, alt X, and copy to the other side, mirror. And then watch, I can very easily match this to any color or material we have in the scene, as long as it's a BSDF based material. So I'm going to press D, match, and I'll simply scroll my mouse to match it to whatever I want. So we can match it to, let's say, this one, which is, perfect. And these details are really intricate. They amazing, and you will need to spend time, creating these tiny details. And decals just provide a sensational and very quick way of detailing your models. Now watch this. I'm going to add some trim sheets here. I think solidification is not, there we go, we need to enable solidification. So let's just apply solidification here. Let's do it again. Select these two, D, and let's alt click this. There we go, and then just hold Control and scroll through it. We got some distortions, but it's okay because we can simply add some loops here and fix that. Let's remove the loop in the middle. Let's select this one, D, one more time, and alt click. And there you go. And we can just choose something really cool like this or this. This is actually pretty awesome. I like that. And it's going to get automatically mirrored, so you don't have to worry about that, right? And then we can create something, something smaller here. So we can grab that, D, and let's go to another trim, maybe this one. So let's grab this one, alt click. Let's wait a bit for update. And this one is textured, so let's choose another one. We have both textures and untextured trims, so this one could be interesting. Maybe too noisy. Let's see. Yeah, this one's a bit loud. This one is actually kind of cool. So this one is really cool. See, that provides details that you take your ages to create normally, and are very difficult to to add. So here we're just gonna click on another trim sheet. Let's say, so let's go to maybe BB trim 1. Let's see that. So maybe let's grab 9, trim sheet 9. Let's click on that. Let's scroll through, find something, not as intensive. This could work. There's a lot of detail here as well. It's kind of cool. Looks high tech. We could easily trim sheet these. We would need to run some loops here. So I'm going to run a loop here like this. Okay. I'm going to combine these two with J and here as well. This will allow me to select this whole loop here. Let me see. We still need to run it. Connecting edge here and connecting edge here. And then we simply add some loops here and add some loops here and add some loops in the bottom. Let's just slice this a bit like that and drop a trim sheet here. So a bit more narrow trim sheet on this side. Something like that would do. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. Kind of defining the front of the ship. That's nice. Same here. This could be a trim sheet, so we could add something here like something like this, for example, or something like this. Boom. See what I mean? It's really easy detailing with trims. Here too on the side we could have some detail on these. You could have details here as well, so you could run a detail here. So it's gonna be done with, you know, with a bit of thought. That's okay. That's an interesting detail here on the front. Here we could run some trims across this in the middle. So we could grab one of these. Let's maybe go for this one here. There you go. That's an interesting trim here. Very cool. And let's see. Now, of course, here in the back on the rotor, we need similar trim sheet that on the main one. So we need to remember which ones we use. So let's go here. It's a trim sheet 10. Okay. So let's apply solidification here. Same drill. Let's go to solid view. Apply solidification. Apply two loops. And then grab that D. And let's go to trim sheet 10, which is on the front. Oh, here. Yeah, we can actually out-click that and see what we're gonna get. Maybe we're gonna get something else. This is actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. So something else a little bit. And here we could again have some trim here. Could insert it, you know, like this as well. D, and this trim sheet 11, maybe we can find some interesting here. Let's see. D and 11 and alt click. When you add first trim sheet, you need to alt click. When you add second one, it's okay. You can just click. Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. That's really neat. Very delicate detail, but very nice. Same here. Let's just insert it. That's really neat. That I really like it. Now trim's gonna add a lot of, you know, they're gonna add a lot of memory usage to your blend file, so be careful. Here we could put some pipes, you know, so we could do something like this. So I'll click, and there you go. You guys have an engine here in the back. It kind of makes sense. And there you go. Here at the end too, you could add something to, you know, to the very end of this drone, but I'm not gonna be doing that. You could add very delicate stuff here on the edges. Let me just insert that a little bit. Okay, and then D, and one more time. Trim sheets 3 out. There you go. See what I mean? Look how intricate that is. There's no way you can do it, you know, with modeling. It's just impossible, or close to impossible. There you go. It's gonna add just a tiny detail here, barely visible, which is cool. Shading looks very clean. If you look at that, the reflections are just going smooth as hell. There's no shading issues whatsoever, which is beautiful. Awesome. So now let's save that, and then we're gonna start doing decals, because, you know, why the hell not? So we could have some stickers with names, for example. We could have, let me see that. Adjust. That's a cool sticker here on this drone. I think it's gonna look pretty cool. Now we could add it somewhere here in the middle. You could make it actually smaller. Let me see, maybe somewhere here would look good. Mid chassis, maybe, or somewhere further away here in the back. I think here's gonna look good. So, and project, boom. And let me see how this looks. Looks pretty good. And what we need to do though is, let's just go back a little bit. Make sure it's straight. So the adjust, hold shift, and kind of nudge it to the place a little bit. It's a little bit crooked. There we go. Maybe a bit closer here. Maybe you should go along with this, with this line here in the bottom. So kind of like this here. Somewhere. I'm still wondering, shouldn't be somewhere in the back, but this could be good. Project here, boom. I think this looks pretty cool. What we can do is adjust it a bit. So go to materials, and you can drop the alpha opacity on it a little bit like that. It's gonna blend a bit better, so it's gonna be less intrusive. You see, select this one and then Alt X with hard ups and copy. And when you copy, you need to change the mirror settings in hard ups panel. I'm actually using hard ups panel now to flip the U on the UVs, because otherwise it's going to be a flip text. And there you go. That looks good. Cool. The wings could have some, some indicators here. So we could grab some small indicators here on the top. This could work, or we could go to our panel here with lights. This is a very good to decal. Look at the quality of this. It's incredible. This is a baked. This is with the bounce light, so it looks like it was a gloom or bloom from Eevee on it. It's really fantastic. So let's not project it. Let's adjust it a little bit and move it somewhere here to the top. Make it smaller. Now this light need to be small, okay? And by small I mean really small. And then just let's project it. So boom. And then we're going to flip it to the other side. So Alt X and mirror, boom. And how we're looking. This is a little bit too big, so we need to make it smaller. So select in edit mode and literally scale it down. Press O to turn off proportional, and in I'm in orthographic mode, so I can easily manipulate with this decal, and there we go. That's better. These lights need to be tiny, okay, tiny. They're very powerful lights. They are warm lights, and they're gonna pull a fuck ton of attention if you're gonna make them too big, okay? So they're gonna be like really, microscopic, okay? The problem I see a lot with design when I'm looking at ArtStation and stuff, is that people are overdoing lights. You gotta be careful with these. Project, and then let's select this one and Alt X and see if we can mirror this easily. I see the mirror with hard ups is so intuitive, it's unbelievable. Now we need to mirror to the other side, so watch this. All I do is grab this light, select the chassis, Alt X, press A for secondary mirror, and I mirror to the other side, and boom, I'm done. That's why hard ups and box cutter are so good. Cool, and now you can see that we got these lights, so we can see them, but they're really tiny. But look how powerful it is. Even though it's so small, it produces a punch. It's a visual, very strong anchor. If I'm gonna turn this off, you can see that. Look how powerful it is. Okay, you don't need powerful light, like a huge light, to be powerful, okay? These are very, very strong lights, okay? So just be careful, alright? Cool, let's add some notches here because we don't have them. So let's go here and let's add this G and grab it in here and rotate it. So adjust it and scale it down and adjust it some more. Good. Scale it down. Maybe that's a bit too small. And move it somewhere here. And then Shift D and and then D, project, and boom, and then Alt X and copy, and we're done. PG. You see, that looks so much better. Look at the detail, man. It's just insane, you know. And then you can double click them, all of them, and you can change material all of them at the same time. So you can do something like this, for example, very easily, right? Which is just brilliant. Okay, let's do these sides here. Let's grab them and let's grab some, you know, vents. We could grab this one, or this one is even better. Let's grab it in here, D, and adjust that, and scale it. Yep. And move it somewhere here. Let's grab them both. Go to local and shift control and adjust it. And G and move it somewhere here. And then let's project it. Boom. And now the slide's gonna be really strong, but watch this. We can adjust it very easily. So we can grab this one, D, adjust E, and we can just drop the slide down to basically almost non-existent. So kind of there, but not really. In fact, I probably would prefer to drop it completely. So E and drop it completely, and then simply copy to the other element. We need some details here, so let's grab some more crates or vents. We could drop this one and scale this like that and move it in here, and then we could D, adjust E, and turn off the lights. And then we're going to array this with hard ops, which is really easy, guys, because all you do is Q and array, and you can array them. And it's gonna follow see, it's slightly rotated. It's gonna follow the rotation, which is brilliant. D and simply project, boom, and you're done. And then you know, select these, and we're going to mirror this to the other side. So select the chassis, Alt X, and boom, you're done. That's how easy that is, okay? Peachy. Here, we definitely need something, so we could just grab this in the middle, insert it, and extrude it a little bit to the front and scale it. Okay, and then we can drop some kind of cool decal here. This could work, actually. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Adjust that. And we can scale it like this a little bit. And project it. Nice. Now here, again, here we could drop some trim sheet. So Alt click and do something like this, which is awesome. It's gonna be additional detail. These two in the middle, we could give some long decals. So just select this piece here and D, and we could grab some long shiny ones. This would work really nicely. Just need to fit this in, okay, and scale it down like that, and then SZ or Y, XX, there you go, scale it like that, and just project it, boom, and you got this in the middle, and you got detail. It's barely visible, but that's the point, okay? The point is to, you know, not to go crazy, right? That's the point, not to go crazy. I don't like this trim sheet here. I'm gonna be changing that because kind of doesn't fit really. So I'm gonna be doing something else here. Let's go with the trim 11 again, because that one is actually really good. Do we have something interesting here? That one isn't bad. This one could work, you know. that one could work. It's less intrusive. I like that. Here we can also run a trim here on the top. So another one, and let's go with trim sheet 9. See if you're gonna get something interesting. Some cables, that's actually pretty cool. Here on the top, that's actually matches the idea. Here we definitely need something. So what we could do is add some bolts, for example, so just bolts and make them really tiny. And by tiny, I mean, tiny. So small, Shift D, and Shift D, and then Shift D, and then double click them and project. Boom, and then we're going to mirror to the other side. You cannot see, you can barely see that, but it's there, and that's the whole point, right? To have some details here as well. So we'd have some ports. So we could just adjust it. And adjust it some more so it's really well aligned, and project it, and then copy it. Cool. Look how more intricate this looks. Look at like how much more interesting this looks comparing to the original. Here we could have some vents on the front here as well. Here, so I have an idea. Let's go to vents, and we could grab this, and we could rotate it and scale this, and we could have these vents here on sides, so kind of like that, and then project it, and then copy that. Boom, that's awesome. That is badass as fuck. We could definitely use some stuff here, so let's go with, let me see what we have here. This will do. Let's just adjust it. I'm gonna be one here, make it smaller. The trick is to make details that do not overpower the main design, okay? That's like the most important thing. You see what I mean? How tiny it is, but how much of an interest it pulls. Double click this and copy to the other side. Boom. Nice. We could have some text here as well on these. We could have some text on the rotors. We could have some text on the rotors on the bottom as well. We could have numbers here. For example, 07. Adjust. We could be on these, on these wings, number of the drone, on the unit, somewhere here, 07, project, boom. And one is enough. On the other side we could have something different. So, and also we can change the color of it here completely to something darker. So it's actually black. How cool is that? And on the other side we could have something else, Let me find the serial number or something. There you go. And adjust. And let's just drop it in here. Let's make it smaller. Yeah, somewhere here. And same thing. So, and make it darker. So there you go. Let's have some fun here. So first of all, let's grab this and let's go here and grab that. Let's go this and to face, and then to cursor and project it, and then simply, you know, copy to the other side. Perfect. Here we definitely need something, so let's go with let's go with Cafe Robotics. Adjust. And project. And simply copy to the other side. Okay, and then go to mirror and flip. And then we're going to adjust the alpha a bit, so it's not so poking. Is give it some grills or some, you know, like vents, maybe like this. It's a gun, so it should have some vents. That will do. And although this one doesn't really fit, this one's probably gonna be better. See that? Oh yeah, let's do that. Okay, and then we're going to match it to match this color. So it's there, but it's not really, you see, you can see that, but it's not eye poking, which is important. Here we can drop some more bolts. So we can drop that. It's actually on and off switch, but it doesn't matter. You can't see that. One here and maybe one here. So grab these and project, and then we're going to copy them to the other side. And double click that, and we can just match them to match something darker. There you go. Boom. And you see how these elements, how much attention they pull attention, but not like completely, which is great. So these could be, you know, a bit darker like that, to be honest. Let me see that. Yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay, good. Cool. This definitely here could be some kind of a trim. So let me see that. D and that is not bad actually. That is cool. No, that is awesome. I love it. Okay, cool. Awesome. Nice. And here in the top we could have some light. In fact, you know what? These, I don't know if this is solidification. No, it's not. These could be slightly beveled, I think. Or chamfered. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, now we're gonna put something here. So I would go with one of my, where is it? Nope, this one. Yeah, this one is really good. I'm gonna make it, tiny, like microscopic. You know, that tiny. Okay, and put it in here and just simply project it, and I'm gonna copy to the other gun. Yeah, and see what it will do. It will now pull your eyes around the entire ship using lights, which is great. So we could have some interesting decals here. For example, this could go here in the nose. project and copy, grab that and flip. I'm definitely gonna drop the alpha on this one. It's way too aggressive. That will work. Oh, maybe some kind of notches here on the way, so they're gonna drag your eyes around. So we could actually use these. They're pretty good. These are pretty decent. They're really tiny. So we could use these. Adjust and one here, maybe one in the one here, then one here, and one at the end here. Something like that. Then adjust it a little bit. Okay, then select them and project them. Boom. And then double click them, and I'm going to match them to the dark color. There we go. So look at this. You can see that, but it's so subtle. And you know, I could spend hours doing this. I just actually really enjoy doing that. Because that adds so much character to your model. Okay, I'm gonna add 2 more in the back. And yeah, it takes time, but you know, good things usually take time. So 1 in the back here, D, and just adjust it a little bit, and then Shift D and put 1 more here, and you know, select them both, and simply come on, D, and project them, and then copy, and then double click, and then match. Cool. And we got this pull at the back as well, in the front. Boom, boom, space. Beautiful. Nice. I like that. Here in the top, well, you technically could have something in the wings as well. So, you know, you could grab these and remove them and run some trims here in the middle if you wanted to. So let's say we could just run something like that, you know, in the middle here, you see, like that. And then here the same thing. So go to trim sheet 5 and just drop it. Boom. And you got additional detail inside of the wing, which is interesting. Here we could literally do the same thing. So just run a trim here. So 5 and out click, and then here and just click, right? And you got detail that you cannot even, you're subconsciously gonna notice there's something going on, right? You know, they're a bit boring, so we could just add some stuff here to it. So D, and we could go to 5 again, and alt click, and you know, scroll the mouse and see what we're gonna get. Oh, that's good. And then D and 5, and click on the panel. I think it's the same element, yeah. So just do that, and there's going to be a tiny element over there, which is cool. Wings here in the front could have some details as well. Just, you know, a little bit boring. So what we could do is again, maybe grab this, and I know it's an on and off button, but it really doesn't matter because it's so tiny you can't see that. Okay. The point is the detail, you know, not what it denotes. Okay, so. And somewhere here maybe, and D, and project, boom, and then copy to the other side, and then double click, and then match, and make it dark, boom, and you got these, you see. Definitely some vents in here, so we could drop some of these here. Two of them, and project, and then D, and match. Shift and just make them darker. and they're gonna be barely visible, but they're gonna be there. They're under the wing, so they're gonna be visible only from the, you know, kind of like a bottom shot like this if you're lucky. But you're not supposed to, you know, again, they're not supposed to be, you know, the dominant part of the design. Here we could have some stuff too on the front. What we could do is run a trim sheet on this whole thing. We could even insert it a little bit and then run a trim sheet. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna work well because these are not really rounded, so might not work very well for us, but we can try. So let's just click and see. That is not terrible. That is really cool. Okay, that is badass. I really like it. So we could run that. Brilliant. Here too we could have some other stuff or some notches. So we could, for example, you know, we could drop something like this and make it really small, right? And drop it here in the corner and adjust it and run it on the line. So 1 and 2, and grab both and project, right? And let's just copy them to the other side. Now I don't want these to compete with these, so I might actually leave 1. I think it's going to be much more powerful than space, and then line here. Good. We could use some text here in the back as well, something here or maybe here. Let's see that. We could have some exhausts, so something like this could do. D and adjust. Let me see that. Boom, here in the back. There you go. And, you know, project. Now here in the bottom we could definitely have something here. We could have either a trim running or something a bit more significant, but trim running would be interesting. Let's disable these two and let's see what we can do. In fact, disable these two as well and see what we can do here. Probably not gonna be great, but you know, we can see what we can do. That is not bad, and that's actually pretty cool. These are really cool. You know what? Change of plans. Let's remove that. So let's just unwrap empty trim. We're gonna remove that, and I think I'm gonna run these ones. That are really cool. This could be a really cool engine, but I'm gonna make them smaller and run them closer to the gun. Actually, smaller yet, and smaller still, and project, and then select that and mirror this. There you go. That's actually really cool. Or some hatches. This could actually work very well. Some hatches, you know. So hatch here. That would work. Let's rotate it a little bit so it's not so boring. There you go. Project. Cool. Alright, that's good. Emptiness here. I think I like that. That's good. We could use some kind of a, you know, line here or something. Maybe, or maybe some text. Let's make it smaller and put it somewhere here. It needs to align with this. So D, adjust, and then move it somewhere here, and then D, project. Right, and then we need to change the color of this to something really dark and drop the alpha a little bit. Cool. Yeah. So it's there, but you can't barely see that, which is great. Okay. We do need some kind of, you know, here's some lights in the back for sure. We could grab one of these. This one will do. These are really cool. I think Josh made them. They're fucking awesome. We made so many decals, guys. It's just crazy. Let's adjust it. And yeah, I think that will do. Let's project it. And let's copy it to the other side. Cool, that will do. It's gonna drop a bit of light there. We could have some exhaust here in the back as well. So we could have two of these. Very small ones here on top. So project and then copy to the other side. Let's just save it, because if I have to do it again, someone's gonna die. Match. The dark one is cool. Yeah, see, it just kind of looks awesome. Nice. I like it. Okay, let's bring the rotors back. How are we looking? Oh, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. Here we could run the trim sheet as well. We could technically inset this, but if we do that, we might introduce some problems. Maybe we'll not. I don't know. Let's see that. Let's run some trim here. Let's run this. And let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, this one is textured shit. This one. Let's see that. Actually, that's not bad. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Oh yeah. Here in the front, could have some text here. So oh, we got some earthquake. That's awesome. Oh, that's pretty cool. We're gonna drop it in here, or actually somewhere here, or even better, maybe under the gun. Actually, no, here it's fine. Project and then, you know, copy. Then we need to grab that and flip. Don't forget to flip your text, because, you know, you're gonna look like an idiot if you don't. Something different here. Let me see what we have. Oh, that was interesting. That one could be interesting, actually. Drop this one here, like that, and then project it, and then D and Q and Control click on array, and let's just make it less crazy. D, adjust, Alt, just move it outside a bit. There we go, and let's match it. Make it dark. Yeah. See that? Actually pretty cool. I like that. So let's mirror this to the other side. Yeah, that's nice. Here too we could have some elements here in the back. I think it was this one. Yeah. Let's grab that, grab this, go to local view, and there you go. Let's try it again. G, there we go. D, project. Sometimes decal will project to a wrong element, so you need to be careful. And I think I'm gonna project them to the front as well. So A, and boom. There you go. So I got them on both sides. You can barely see them here, but you can still kind of see them, so it's okay. I probably wouldn't mind running one more in here. And I think I might run this one. You know. Maybe that. I'm gonna mirror this. Yep. That's really cool though. This should be mirrored down as well, which will not work really. We could mirror this across this empty like this. So A and then another mirror. And this is gonna mirror the details at the bottom, which will allow us to, you know, design the model bits, but it actually now disappeared from here. So let's see that. Let's remove these two mirrors. So first let's mirror this here, and then let's mirror this across here. A mirror, there we go. So you got two mirrors going on, which is brilliant. Right, that's really nice. Okay, let's save this. You could still have some text in here, maybe. Or some sort of, you know, just a tiny thing here. Maybe from the latest decals. Yeah, something like that. Just scale it down and rotate it and adjust and just drop it in here and project it and make it black. And drop the alpha. And move it to the other side. The more of these tiny details you have, the better really. I'm just gonna look better. Here too, we could create some indication light or something. Something like this could work. Scale it a bit and drop it in here and the project. And just move it to the other side. It's gonna be a bit of interest here on the rotors as well. We could put something here in the back too. Make them smaller, drop one here and the other one here. Select them both and project. That's actually pretty good. And copy to the other side. Most of the detail you're not gonna be able to see, but even if you see the camera like this, you can see them kind of, you know, tiny visual anchors. They're gonna lead you through the entire shape, which is pretty cool. All right, I think we're good. Now I don't think I need anything in here, to be honest. I mean, you know, we could argue that we could use some lenses. Some are here, like that. I just make it smaller. Grab one here, and maybe one here, and two of them, make them smaller, and drop them here, and then drop this one here, and then, you know, project them. Boom, right? This could work. Select them and then copy them to the other side. So there's some kind of a lens feedback in this. That's actually pretty fucking cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty fucking awesome. Especially if you go to perspective mode. That's actually really badass, dude. So cool. I'm having fun, guys. I'm sorry. That's pretty awesome. Okay, cool. Well, thanks so much for watching. And the next one, we're gonna be rendering this thing. So I'm gonna show you camera work, lighting, and everything. Catch you soon.